Up here's where your biggest risks hide: leaks, mold, and expensive damage. Most commercial roofs fail slowly until they fail big. Why rip it off when you can restore it? Our silicone coatings stop leaks, prevent mold, and extend your roof life without the high replacement cost. It's a 30-year watertight roof, energy efficient, leak-free, and half the cost of replacement. And it's backed by GE's manufacturer warranties. Facility managers love this. No disruption, no tear off, and long-term protection for your property. Trust Absolute Restoration for your commercial roof.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Mississippi's trusted weather experts. This is Mississippi Live Weather This Morning.
Hey, good morning, and welcome in. Thanks for tuning in with Mississippi Live Weather this Tuesday morning. I am Mississippi Live Weather meteorologist Maggie McCauley, live from the Room Weather Center. We are so glad again you're tuning in with us this morning. Don't let me get tongue-tied already. Hope you have your coffee with you or drinking it. If you're up early with me, maybe you're headed back to work today after being off for a good extended weekend. If you are, we're dealing with some rain this morning. So let's get into the forecast, shall we? Take a look at Mississippi Live radar, seeing some rain really region-wide. You can see some scattered showers out there this Tuesday morning from Missouri, over in Kansas, Oklahoma, all the way from Arkansas, and then, yes, included here in North Mississippi as well. So let's zoom in, show you exactly where we're seeing those. Have this looping over the past few hours. So you can kind of see the progression of these showers and storms in the mix. See, they're just slowly kind of pushing off to the east. Heavier pockets actually lying just out of our area, just passed through places like North Alabama, now pushing more into places like Central Alabama. So that's where the heaviest is lying right now. A few heavier downpours over in the Golden Triangle region as well. Let me go ahead and make this a still image so we can see exactly where that's going on. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in around just to look exactly where those heavier pockets, again, just scattered, really isolated showers and storms this morning. Not everybody getting in on those. There's some in the Delta, but let's talk about where the heaviest are lying right now, because again, just south of the Golden Triangle region, Starkville, Oktibbeha County dealing with that this morning. But it's really south of that near Brooksville that I'm looking at the heaviest downpour this morning. So if you are traveling around 45 in this area, no, you're going to be running into a bit of a heavier pocket when that splits, again, headed up to Columbus or West Point. That's the heaviest portion that I'm looking at right now. The other heavy really storms that we're looking at, some lightning with these as well, is again just outside of our area. But if you are planning on heading over to places like Athens, Decatur, Alabama, you will be running into these heavy pockets as well. And that's just on the fringes of our area. You can see there just sitting east of 43, Littleville, Russellville, over to Phil Campbell as well, seeing that line kind of setting up all the way down to Haleyville. Nothing severe with these, but we're just keeping our eye on them because they're the heaviest downpours that are ongoing this morning. So that's a live look at Mississippi Live Doppler radar for you. Again, few showers out there this morning. Here's what you need to know. Afternoon rain chances. Have this on here. Yes, we're dealing with some rain this morning. I think we'll be dealing with a few more heavier downpours this afternoon, and also a warming trend this week. It was looking below average, guys, for a while. However, as the models come in every day, we've been continuing to trend our numbers upward over the next few days. So continuing to look warmer and warmer, not necessarily like heat advisory warm, but more around average for this time of year. So warming trend for the week ahead. And then we also are always looking ahead to the weekend. It's still looking nice. So keeping our eyes on that as well. Over the first 12 hours, here's what you can expect for your day ahead. Keeping about a 20% chance of rain for those isolated downpours this morning. That'll turn into about a 40% chance into your afternoon. So that's why I say we're really watching the afternoon more than this morning. Temperature is going to be increasing, still in the 80s today, a little bit cooler than the next few days because of that rain, keeping us rain cooled over North Mississippi. Middle 80s expected to upper 80s into your afternoon. And again, those rain chances is really what we're going to be talking about as we head into those afternoon hours. Not everybody dealing with rain this morning. Let's take a live look around the area through those cameras provided to us by the North Mississippi Storm Chasers. This live look over in Aberdeen. Lots of clouds, but no really ongoing rainfall over there. Temperatures in the upper 60s. Kind of a beautiful start out there to your Tuesday. Makes for a good sunrise. Not the same story. Look at this. Rain, you can see it on the camera. Mississippi State over in Starkville. Temperatures, yes, in the upper 60s there as well. And they're starting off with some rain. So maybe you're tuning in with us before you head to class or your kids head to class. Well, just know they're going to be starting off with some rain. I encourage you to make sure they have the rain gear packed with them. This live look over in Greenwood in the Delta. Again, they're not starting off with any rain this morning. It's pretty close, but it's not within the city yet. Just a lot of clouds, and temperatures there already in the 70s. Temperatures right now in the 60s and 70s across the board. So 71 in Bruce, 70 in Houston, 70 down Euphoria, a little bit warmer in the Delta, 72 in Clarksdale, 73 in Greenwood, 72 in Louisville right now. So a little bit of a warmer start to your day ahead just because of all those clouds and rain. Let's talk about the next few days. I want to give you kind of an overview look. We'll deep dive in a few minutes, but this is more of an overview. Into your afternoon, we're going to be tracking out more isolated to scattered showers and storms. You can see that extending from Lexington, Kentucky through North Mississippi all the way down to Jackson. We're going to continue to track these into your afternoon. So if you have any plans into the evening hours, just know we're still going to be watching these on our radar. Shifting into Wednesday, the morning yesterday of Wednesday looked wet. This has now shifted more to be another afternoon of it. So yet again, tracking some scattered downpours likely region-wide if you're planning on traveling anywhere on Wednesday. Still seeing a few heavier pockets of downpours, less than today, but still about a 30% chance out there for your Wednesday as well. So that's a look at the next few days, more of an overview. Coming up next, I'm going to be tracking out hour by hour. So when can you really expect those showers to start popping up today and becoming a little bit heavier in nature? Same story for tomorrow. And I'll have a school day forecast for you. So dropping those kids off, what to expect over the next few hours. And then of course, a look at your 7-day forecast. We'll talk about those temperatures rising and just how warm things are going to be getting. So stick with us. That's all coming up after this.
Hey, you there! Ever try to do something in under 6 minutes? Anything, like say, grow a beard. I bet you can. At Sweet Pepper's Deli, you get quality food in under 6 minutes. Now how about that? Sweet Pepper's Deli, life is sweet.
March 24th, 2023 was a normal Friday. You know, we knew the weather was not good, but we needed to take shelter, and we didn't have shelter. My husband and almost 2-year-old daughter, Ethan and Riley, they did lose their lives in the storm. We're still recovering from it. We'll always be recovering from it. Matt Lawpon cares about the community. He's not just there to collect a paycheck. I feel like Matt Lawpon has proven himself trustworthy.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Right now, from the Room to Room Weather Center, here's meteorologist Maggie McAuley.
Hey, good morning again. Thanks for tuning in with us on Mississippi Live Weather this Tuesday morning. Want to start off again with radar just because we still are tracking rain in the area. So I want to zoom around, show you exactly where we're seeing the heaviest pockets, and then we'll get into the overall forecast, if that's all right with you guys. So overall, seeing some rain, just isolated in nature across North Mississippi, seeing it up in Memphis, also seeing it in places like the Delta. So along 61, 278 headed into to Panola County, seeing that as well. Just some light activity, again, up in Holly Springs along 22. Heaviest portion that I'm watching really within North Mississippi right now happens to be just south of the Golden Triangle region. Now, Starkville, Oktibbeha County, if you know anybody heading out to work, or if you're heading out to work in Starkville, or the kids are headed out and you're tuning in with us, grab the umbrella. It is actively raining in Starkville, just that kind of pesky rain right now. Make you have your windshield wipers on, make you want at least a rain jacket as you're headed out to class. Heaviest pocket right now in Brooksville along 45 before that splits. Looking at the total strikes though, there at the top, I guess my head's kind of in the way so you can't see that, but this is what I'm looking at. Total strikes of this storm, 0. So no lightning associated with this heavier downpour, but you can see it's kind of orange and red, so it is heavy at times. That's the heaviest within North Mississippi. Now the heaviest just outside of our area in places like northern Alabama that we still cover, but really just sitting outside of that, these do contain lightning with them. So these are thunderstorms, some heavier pockets ongoing right now. Let me show you where these are. If you are headed this way this morning, you're going to be dealing with some rain from Lexington all the way down to just east of Littleville and Russellville, Phil Campbell as well, and then down to Haleyville, dealing with these heavy kind of line that has set itself up. This is continuing to track eastward, so it's going to continue to move out of our area, but for now it's just on the fringes of it. And again, about 32 lightning strikes total within this kind of cluster right here, so it is thunderstorms. It is going to be some heavier pockets and some lightning associated with that as well. That's an overall look of what's going on right now in the area. Let's get into the forecast, shall we? No airport delays this morning, even with some rain in the forecast, so that's good. From Memphis International down to Jackson, Tupelo, and Gulfport, you're good to go if you're hopping on a flight this morning. Let's look at cameras across the area because not everybody waking up with rain. This is a live look over in Batesville. Some of us just waking up with a lot of cloud cover and temperatures still sitting in the upper 60s this morning. Take a live look at Amory. Pretty nice view. I'm going to step out of the way of that one. You can see on the map down there, they're not dealing with any rain over in Amory this morning. Temperatures in the upper 60s. And again, just a lot of clouds out there, but not necessarily a whole lot of ongoing rainfall within that area. Let's talk about your school day forecast. We are seeing conditions in the 60s to the 80s and going to be tracking out rain chances from morning to afternoon. High temperatures today going to be in the 80s near 90. A little bit cooler, like a few degrees cooler than yesterday because of all that cloud all that cloud cover that's going to be in the forecast and the rain as well expected, but still around average for this time of year. So 87 in Houston, 88 in Water Valley, 90s from South Haven down to Clarksdale as well, 84 in Louisville, 86 down in Macon. So that's a look at high temperatures for your day ahead, just sitting slightly below average. Here's the big picture over the next few days. Why are we seeing rainfall, scattered showers today and tomorrow? Well, we're looking at an overall system that's kind of inching its way closer to the Mid-South. As it does, it's bringing in moisture for those showers and storms. Again, not just for us, but for really region-wide, from Oklahoma, Arkansas, all the way stretching into portions of Alabama and Georgia, seeing that. So kind of this central southern region of the United States, seeing that moisture kind of pulled in. And as it does, we're seeing scattered showers each afternoon because of it. Let's go hour by hour. When can you expect the rain to continue today? I think it's going to be picking up over the next few hours. You can see a few of these heavier pockets, but it's really afternoon that I'm going to be watching. So let's shift into that. Noon and on, yet again, you could see a few isolated downpours out there, but into the afternoon, we're looking at a few more heavier downpours, more along the Golden Triangle region and then into the south of that. Could see a few in northwest Mississippi as well. Overall, what you need to know for your day ahead from now till noon, all the way to your afternoon, we're looking at isolated to scattered downpour activity. So you could run into a heavy pocket of rain throughout your day ahead. So what does that mean for you? Just means keep the rain gear handy. If you got any outdoor plans, just know you could see a pop-up downpour at any time throughout your day. Let's go overnight into your Wednesday. Going into Wednesday, yet again, seeing this activity, but not as prevalent, not as it's not necessarily widespread today, but not as much coverage as it's going to be today. So this is Wednesday morning, not a lot out there for your Wednesday morning commute. So that's good. That's new information from yesterday. As we head noon and on, that's when we'll start to see more pockets start to come through. You can see that really 4, 5, 6 o'clock is when the peak of the activity is going to happen in North Mississippi tomorrow. Not as much activity though, keeping about a 30% chance for Wednesday, and I'll tell you why. Because the morning's looking dry, not the same story for today, and these really pop-up downpours will be in and out of the area, not everybody getting in on one. So that's a look at your today and tomorrow futurecast. Now let's talk tropics, because I want to show you this formation that they're looking at. The National Hurricane Center has bumped this from a 40 to a 50% chance in the next 7 days, and thrown on a 10% chance over the next 2 days. So this kind of disorganization is what they're looking at. You can kind of see it right here coming off the African coastline. It's going to continue to move into this orange blob, and as it does, that's when they're talking about this formation happening down. About a medium chance, they call it a 50% chance. They can continue to move that up over the next few days as it moves into a more favorable environment. So continuing to watch this. Again, it hasn't even developed into anything yet, but we want to bring you it first before it does. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. 80s over your next few days. About a 30% chance of rain. We're sticking around for your Wednesday. As for Thursday, upper 80s expected. That turns into 90s on Friday. So I'm watching Thursday and Friday because this has really started to trend upward on temperatures. So it's looking warmer and warmer as we head into the end of your work week. The good news is not necessarily looking at any rain for the end of the work week into your weekend, but again, looking warmer. We're seeing another cold front come in on Saturday. I have kept rain chances out for Saturday, guys, but just know I could easily put it in there. We're looking at a cold front coming in, and it's really a lot of the models are in disagreement on if we're going to get rain out of that system or not. So we're keeping our eye on Saturday. If you have Saturday plans, you're going to want to keep checking up with the forecast as we get closer to time and things become more consistent. We could end up putting a rain chance out there on your Saturday. But what you need to know is a front's coming in on Saturday. It's going to be dropping our temperatures into the back half of the weekend, into the start of your work week. Still in the 80s, but seeing really dry air in the forecast. So going to be feeling pretty nice out there as we head into the end of the weekend and then into your next work week. Let's take one more look at Mississippi Live radar before we head out. So here's a live look at what's going on right now. Zooming in, again, just isolated activity across the area is what I'm tracking. There's some rain up around Memphis, into the Delta along 278 as well. I was tracking this heavier pocket. It's really started to look more not as heavy, I guess is what I should say, in Brooksville before that 45 split, just south of the Golden Triangle region. That was the heaviest pocket I was looking in North Mississippi. Again, that has really weakened over even the past few minutes. Let's check out this cluster of storms I was looking at in North Alabama. Still hanging on. So again, if you're traveling outside of North Mississippi today to places like Town Creek, Rogersville, Lexington, Alabama, Double Springs even, just know you're going to be driving through some heavy downpours that have lightning associated with them. Nothing severe, but again, some heavy rainfall at times. So just want to make you aware of that. That's the heaviest rain I'm tracking that's closest to our area. So that's a live look at Mississippi Live Doppler radar. I'm going to continue to track out the rain through your morning hours. So you're going to want to keep checking in with us as usual on Mississippi Live weather at 7 and also 7:30. Keep it right back here. Again, I'll show you the live look at radar. We'll talk about what's going to be ongoing and then your latest futurecast as well, right here from the Room Weather Center. Thanks for tuning in.
Growing up, Gabe was naturally curious when he began to discover weather. Gabe just didn't want to know what was happening, but he wanted to know why it was happening. Gabe became fascinated with tornadoes and it impacted his life. He wanted to pursue a career in meteorology. Even though Gabe grew up in Alabama, Mississippi has now become his home and his family. And one thing about Gabe is he keeps his family safe.